You are not poor because of an unfair society. You are not stuck because of a lack of opportunity. You are secretly destroying your financial destiny day by day without even realizing it. Hidden beliefs, seemingly harmless procrastination, and foolish guilt are silently digging the grave for your dreams of prosperity. No one is blocking you except the cowardice you nurture within. No one is stealing your chances except the slackness of your own hands. Today, we will expose every terrifying sign that you have been lying to yourself for far too long. Be ready to face the naked truth. Now, let's tear down every excuse and unmask every self-destructive financial habit that's been silently killing your destiny. The desire for money, a cowardly lie. You say you want money, but in truth, you're terrified of it. You don't crave wealth. You only want less pain, less fear, less shame when looking at your empty account. True desire is not shown through lip service. It bleeds through every decision, every action, every heartbeat when facing opportunity. If deep down you still feel money is not that necessary, then sorry, you surrendered before even starting the race. You are not hungry enough for money to break through. You are merely hungry for the false safety that poverty brings. Safety in the swamp of excuses. Safety in the moldy comfort of blaming others. You don't crave transformation. You crave pity for your current situation, and that craving will bury you. Money doesn't come to beggars. It comes to those who claw, bite, and bleed for their fate without asking permission. Money demands absolute loyalty. It does not tolerate divided hearts, those who both want it and fear it at the same time. If you cannot boldly admit that you want money with burning madness, you will never be able to keep it. Every hesitation, every compromise, every lie you tell yourself that I'm fine with just enough is detected instantly. The world does not reward the confused. It rewards those who are ruthlessly clear about their financial ambitions. Silent beliefs. The greatest saboteur, money, does not betray you. Your own silent beliefs are the sweetest and most dangerous traitors. Whispered thoughts like, I don't need much, just enough to get by, what's the point of being rich? These are curses you cast upon your own soul. You don't lose opportunities because of your skills. You lock yourself out right from the first belief. If you fear prosperity deep inside, you will subconsciously push money away without even realizing it. No one taught you that craving wealth is a form of virtue. Society stuffed guilt into your head, making you believe that loving money is sinful. Thus, you grew up with a poor heart, even if your hands were capable of millions. Every move against those inherited beliefs triggers panic. You sabotage every opportunity, not because you aren't good enough, but because you fear that being rich would make you someone else. And that's scarier than poverty itself. Money does not stay with those who apologize for wanting it. It flows to those who declare, I deserve prosperity without needing anyone's permission or approval. Beliefs set the frequency for either receiving or repelling wealth. If somewhere deep inside you still view money as evil, don't be surprised if your bank account stays pitiful like a beggar's bowl. This world offers no mercy for those who reject themselves. Guilt. The fatal blow to destiny. If just thinking about having more money makes you flinch, doubt, or feel guilty, you have already buried your financial future from the root. Feeling guilty about wanting to be rich is not morality. It's a psychological scar planted by generations of poverty. When you apologize for success, when you shy away from wealth, you are not displaying humility. You are displaying loyalty to lack. Society teaches you that talking about money is rude, that wanting more is greedy, that success should be hidden to avoid hurting others' feelings. That is the greatest scam ever sold. Money does not stay with those who hide it. It gravitates to those who honor and celebrate it as a tool of freedom. If inside you still feel guilty about having money, the universe will read that signal and respectfully turn away, rewarding those who proudly claim their right to prosper. To keep money, you must kill guilt at its root. No opportunity thrives inside a heart that despises its own ambition. If you still whisper, I'm not worthy, then every dollar you earn will find a way to escape your hands. Truly wealthy people understand a brutal truth: guilt and wealth cannot coexist. One must die for the other to survive. Choose now. Valuing yourself, the tragic joke of the poor. If you sell your worth cheaply just to be accepted, don't expect money to treat you with respect. When you devalue your effort and talent, you are not being humble. You are broadcasting to the world, I am not worthy of more. And the universe always answers honestly. Price yourself timidly, and money will approach you with the same hesitation. This is an absolute, non-negotiable law. People don't pay you for your efforts. They pay according to how much you believe you deserve. If you think you're worth pennies, you will get exactly that. Undervaluing yourself never makes you more lovable. It simply relegates you to the clearance rack of life. Pricing yourself low is the fastest way to ensure poverty sticks to you like a curse. You must learn to price yourself with pride, not fear. You must scream your value with unwavering belief. No apologies, no permission needed. The rich don't apologize for their rates. They stand firm because they understand. Real value needs no justification. If you want money to stay by your side, remember, you must be the first to pay yourself properly. Those who cannot value themselves will be cheaply discarded by life. Procrastination, the sweet trap leading to hell. Procrastination is the silent killer laughing beside every dream of wealth. Every time you hit remind me later on financial matters, you are not delaying a task, you are delaying your entire life. Procrastination is not about being better prepared. It's a cowardly excuse to avoid responsibility for your destiny. No one becomes poor overnight. People become poor, click by click, excuse by excuse, day by day. The world does not reward those who prepare best. It rewards those who dare to start while trembling. The wealthy understand one brutal truth. Perfection is the sweet trap of losers. While you wait for the perfect time, others are carrying their failures on their backs and marching toward victory. No one perfects themselves before starting. They act first and refine later. Those who wait to be ready will die waiting. Every financial decision you avoid, every action you delay, is a hand tightening the noose around your financial potential. Money does not flow to the passive. It flows to those who attack life with unrelenting intensity despite fear. Remember, opportunity does not die from rejection. It dies from hesitation. And every time you postpone, your financial heartbeat weakens one beat closer to the silent death of poverty. Emotional spending, the escape game that leads to bankruptcy. Emotional spending is the financial equivalent of suicide with a spoon. You're not spending money to live. You're spending money to patch emotional holes that no product can ever fill. Every time you treat yourself after a bad day, you are trading your future freedom for a 5-minute high. The sweet moment of swiping your card doesn't heal your sadness. It only buries you deeper into unconscious financial slavery. People don't become poor because they spend big. They become poor because they spend stupidly. Emotional spending is a declaration that says, I am powerless over my own life, so I buy fake joy. This isn't self-reward. It's slow financial suicide. Each new pair of shoes, each cart full of impulse buys, each mindless click on buy now becomes another nail hammered into the coffin of the freedom you once swore to pursue. You can't buy happiness with money, but you can surely buy bankruptcy with emotional shopping. The difference between the wealthy and the poor lies not in how much they earn, but how they spend. The wealthy use money as a weapon to generate more freedom. The poor use money as anesthesia for their emotional wounds. If you want wealth, you must learn to fight the urge to swipe your card every time your heart aches. No one ever treated themselves into becoming rich. Sabotaging opportunities, hanging yourself with fear. The world doesn't need to block your success. You do it better than anyone else. Every time you hesitate when opportunity knocks, every time you excuse yourself by saying, I'm not ready, you are tying the noose tighter around your own future. Opportunity does not demand perfection. It demands courage. People don't fail because of lack of luck. They fail because they murder their own chances with their own hands. Fear of success is as deadly as fear of failure. Success brings change, it brings responsibility, it shines the spotlight on your hidden scars, and your subconscious hates that. It prefers a cramped, familiar hell over the unknown heaven of growth. So you freeze, you disappear, you abandon the very doors you once prayed would open, and then you lull yourself to sleep with sweet lies about wrong timing. You don't need more skills, you don't need more certificates. You just need the guts to face the terrifying truth that you might actually succeed. Sabotaging opportunities is cowardice dressed up as humility, but the result remains. You stay poor, you stay regretful, you stay out of the game. Don't wait for perfect conditions. While you hesitate, someone else is stealing the throne that should have been yours. Resenting the wealthy, the graveyard of dreams. When you resent the wealthy, you don't just stain them. You are cursing your own future prosperity. The mind will never allow you to become what you secretly despise. If you look at the wealthy and mutter, "They must be greedy," or "They must have cheated," you are programming yourself for permanent failure. You cannot step into a world you believe is dirty and wicked. Hatred toward prosperity is the knife you plunge into your own potential. Don't be foolish enough to think poverty makes you more virtuous. Poverty is not a badge of honor. It's simply a lack of resources to execute your ideals. If your subconscious links wealth with corruption, selfishness, or arrogance, you will sabotage yourself at every turn to avoid becoming one of them. And so, you reject prosperity with your own bitter hands. If you want wealth, you must learn to see prosperity as something noble. Money does not change you. It amplifies what is already inside you. If you are kind, money magnifies your generosity. If you are wise, money expands your choices. If you are bitter and envious, money will avoid you like a plague. Prosperity comes only to those who welcome it with an open heart, not clenched fists of resentment. Awakening your mindset, the journey of metamorphosis. You cannot grow richer with an old, decaying brain. You cannot leap forward with hand-me-down beliefs about money. If deep inside you still see wealth as a burden, success as a fluke, and opportunity as a trap, it doesn't matter how much you earn, you will always fall back into the same pit. Mindset is destiny. Think poor, live poor. Think small, die in mediocrity. No one can save you from the rotten mindset you stubbornly clutch to your chest like a family heirloom. Awakening isn't about reading more books. It isn't about attending more seminars. It's a bloody war between the decaying habits and the raw will to break free. To be wealthy, you must kill every internal whisper of "I can't," "I'm not good enough," "I don't deserve it." You must suffocate the fear of change before it suffocates you. Only radical action can sever the chains of outdated beliefs trapping you in poverty. Awakening means realizing every limit was self-imposed. It means never blaming parents, society, teachers, the economy, or fate. It means staring into the mirror and saying, "If I'm poor, it's my fault, and I will fix it without whining, without begging, without waiting for miracles." Wealth is not for those who sleepwalk through their self-pity. Wealth is for warriors who kill their old selves with ruthless awareness. Relentless action, the secret code to free money. Financial dreams are not for the passive. No magic mantra will make you a millionaire if you keep crawling in the swamp of hesitation. Relentless action means moving forward even when your heart races, your hands tremble, and your mind screams to run. The wealthy aren't born fearless. They simply charge forward despite the terror. Those who wait until they're no longer afraid will stay poor forever. You don't need another course, another approval, or another fake guarantee. You just need to choose. Act now or accept a life at the bottom of the financial food chain. The world owes you nothing. The universe rewards those who create their own fortune through relentless steps, brutal learning, and merciless perseverance. Every second you hesitate, you hand your future over to someone else. If you truly want to free your financial destiny, you must become an unstoppable storm. Act when no one believes in you. Fight when the reward is invisible. Commit to your goals like a fanatic loyal to their creed. Action is the only code that liberates money from your subconscious prison. If you still dream, excuse and delay, don't wonder why wealth remains a beautiful ghost forever out of reach. In conclusion, poverty is not fate, it is a choice. And every day you delay, every excuse you make, every grudge you hold against others is another stab wound you inflict on your financial destiny. Money doesn't flee from you, you push it away. If you continue lying to yourself, procrastinating, spending emotionally, you have already chosen poverty before you even had a chance to choose wealth. The only advice? Act now. Never apologize for ambition. Never wait for approval. Never compromise with fear. Prosperity only comes to those ruthless enough to slay their old limitations without mercy.